Big goal. Big goal. Big goal.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live and we are coming to you live from YouTube, man. This is our wrestling show, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. We talking about some wrestling. We're going to bring it, ladies and gentlemen, Talk to 'em Wrestling right here on the Real to Sports podcast. All right, man, we thank you guys for being here with us on this Thursday night, right here on the Real Sports Podcast. We thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate you. We appreciate all the fans, wrestling fans out there that's watching us live on YouTube. On YouTube and Facebook as well. Out there, and shout out to the Real Sports Podcast page, man. Shout out to all our fans out there. I have no notes, so I'm just going blindfolded today, ladies and gentlemen. I am going bucky naked today. I'm going off the dome. Man. But again, man, thank you guys for being here. We're going to talk some wrestling. Speaking of talking to wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, I got some wrestling minds. I got some of the best wrestling minds I know sitting right here. These three men. I'm telling you, we was backstage talking. I'm all pumped up. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are. He's a John Cena man. Carrying the big gold. John Cena man. Yes, sir. He is Philadelphia's favorite son. Philadelphia Championship Wrestling. Give it up for Philly G.
Yee.
Billy G with the big gold.
That's we in the building, baby. Big gold. Big gold on the shoulder. A little heavy, but big gold.
Very heavy. Very heavy, bro. I feel you. The Celtics. You got the Celtics on tonight, baby. They going to war. The Boston Celtics is going in the war tonight. Let's go. Let's go, Celtics. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my man, Rockstar Rock. Rockstar.
What the Rock is cooking.
Yes, sir. Rock is in the building.
I like that.
Hey, man. Happy birthday, bro.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Good 3-6 now, so you know.
Yes, sir.
Taking a lot of things in perspective.
3-6 Mafia. Yeah, taking a lot of stuff. It's starting to get real and related, bro. Happy birthday to Rockstar Rock, man.
Happy birthday, dog.
Oh, man. And he represents one of
Happy
the
birthday, brother.
greatest ECW wrestlers of all time. I'm talking about the whole effing show. Battle Creek, Michigan's own Rob Van Dam. Ladies and gentlemen, my man is Mr. Young Mark.
What's going on, everybody? Gearing up to talk some wrestling tonight, and then I got to go back to the lab to get ready for round 2 of the Friday Night Wars with Philly G. Great weekend to be a wrestling fan.
I'm telling you, man, pro wrestling is back, y'all. Pro wrestling is coming back. It is coming back little by little. I'm glad. Shout out to Triple H. You know, Triple H is
and Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Okay,
I get that.
Shout out to TNA.
It's TNA. TNA, man. TNA, shout out TNA, man. Hey, Moose. Hey, I'm with it, man. Pro wrestling is starting to come back, man. But one thing I want to talk about tonight, y'all. I'm talking about the dastardly, those bastards we call them, the guys that we grew up, that we hated. We hated. I'm talking about the art of a heel. I'm talking about we're gonna talk about a heel.
Yeah, I know a thing or two about that. And for the record, Saturday was not shade. It was not shade.
It wasn't love either.
It definitely was shade on Saturday.
Shade, bro.
I'm telling you got against Lamar Jackson, but
it definitely was shade, bro.
If you want to know how to be a heel, that guy right there personifies it. He personifies a heel.
He's in the dictionary. He's the picture of heel.
That is right there.
I can't help it. I share a birthday with one of the greatest heels in the history of professional wrestling. So I can't help it. This is what we do.
Who's that?
I share a birthday with Vicky Guerrero. Anybody who knows wrestling knows. She says two of the most polite words in the English language and get booed to Kingdom Come no matter what company she's in. Shawty's a heat magnet.
I actually miss her. After she was gone, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Vicky was good.
I don't know. She'll get stale too fast in this day and age.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah. The booze will be genuine.
Go so far with Vicky.
She will have to reinvent herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why The Rock still be the way he is, because he come in and reinvent himself.
Word. There you go. You got to reinvent yourself. But
you know what, Mark?
Being a heel, though. Go ahead, Philly G.
I just realized I share a birthday with a heel too.
Who's that?
Brock Lesnar.
He's a tweener.
Yeah. More of a heel.
I really can't think of any point where he was like a true
heel. No, I never seen dastardly.
Probably when he was beefing.
No,
the only time I would say when he's beefing with the Undertaker. Early in his undisputed title reign when he left.
We all love Brock Lesnar to be an ass kicker, so that's why we
that's true.
Yeah.
I hate he did my boy Rob Van Dam dirty, but that's all right.
I mean, the Beast incarnated. I mean, I don't know. He destroyed. Yeah.
Let's start with Philly Championship Wrestling. Philly G. Okay. Philly G leading it off, man. Tell me what as a heel. I mean, tell me as your experience as a heel, what makes a heel effective? Because a heel to me is one of the most important characters between two wrestlers telling a story. So, what do you think? What do you think is most effective of a heel? Like, what is the characteristic that you think?
Like, you got to be able to do stuff to make the crowd hate you. Mm-hmm. If you're going to be a real heel. Mm-hmm. They say it's easier to be a heel than it is a babyface, and I truly believe that. Mark is the definition of that. So we don't hate you, Mark. We love you, but there's some things that you say that make you a heel. But it's stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He has to say things or do certain things to make us not like him. Like, boo. You know, you got to do something to really make somebody boo you. Like I look at, for example, Rhea Ripley. Mm-hmm. People like Rhea Ripley, but there's still people that don't like her. Mm-hmm. Why? Because of the stuff that she does to people. Like Liv's story, for example, another heel that she created, really. You know, you're having to be vicious now and attack baby faces like Becky Lynch and stuff like that to get over. People aren't gonna like that, you know. So that's what I truly believe. What makes a heel effective? You got to get over with the fans somehow. Do something like 09 Randy. You got to kick somebody's dad's head in.
Holy hell!
Do something like that.
You went down that one.
Yeah.
Holy shit! You went on. You woof.
Got to go far, man.
Yeah, boy, you went down on that one. Okay, that's a damn good one. I don't know, Rock. What you got? that's damn.
Okay, well, as far as making it an effective heel, well, it's one, you do have to have good mic skills.
Facts.
The charisma and the look. You know, you got to have something that appeals to people that like villains. If you know what I mean, like, you know, everyone has this notion of villain is cool. You think about it in all the comic books and things of that nature, or anime. Some of the best villains are in those are end up cool at the end of the day. If you think about it, so people love Thanos. You know, in the comic book characters, he was cool. As Magneto, same way. So you also have to be able to present yourself to where as though the fans gonna believe that you're good in this role. Because we done seen some heels that try to be heels, but they was, you know, they couldn't get over as being a heel. So they were naturally always going to be like a baby face, you know. And then there's some guys that can do both. But I think, you know, being on the mic, knowing what you can say to the audience, knowing your audience, and, you know, having that look, you know, and that demeanor.
God damn, Rock. I think you hit something. I think you you hit something right there. The look, bro. But Mark, your craft, your craft. What's most effective? Rock hit something. Got my mind going.
I love this question because one of the things that separates professional wrestling from other forms of media, like comic books or like TV shows and whatnot, is there isn't really a clear cut and dry definition of what makes a person the bad guy in the story. It could be on some very complex, like villain origin story, like how Raven had in ECW, or you know, I've seen in my lifetime as a wrestling fan, dudes get booed out of the building and be some of the biggest heels in the company, all for promoting a bowl of cereal and preaching the power of positivity. You know what I mean? So I think the real key to being a good heel is you got to be able to get under people's skin, like find something that really annoys people and then exploit it, crank it up to 1,000. Like currently in wrestling, like Chris Jericho is one of the biggest heels in AEW right now, and he's breaming with positivity. Like he's trying to be for the world and trying to be positive and always smiling and upbeat and positive, and people are booing him out the gate for it. Or he could be like Christian Cage and really start hitting people below the belt and start talking about dead parents and whatnot.
Oh, damn. So, Christian hitting like that?
You just don't know.
Christian's evil as hell.
Host, bro. You don't watch AEW, so you don't know.
You need to, dog. You got to hear the stuff he be saying. Son, not to cut into Mark's time, but yeah.
No, Philly G knows, bro. Like on my soul, like the things that Christian Cage says, you immediately want to punch him in the face, bro.
He's always good on the mic, though.
And like, you know, it hits me hard because I know what it's like to lose your dad. So it was like, for me, Mark knows how frustrated I was and how angry I was, but it's stuff like that gets you over as a heel. He has to say these things.
Yeah.
Or he ain't relevant at this point.
Going beyond.
So it could really be a variety of different things. But like I said, the key thing for me to be a good heel, you got to find something that people don't like. You just got to exploit the absolute hell out of it.
Kind of like what you do.
I mean, I just speak the truth, and people can't handle the truth. So I don't know.
You're so lucky this is a wrestling show, bro. You're so lucky this is a wrestling show.
Oh my god!
Oh man, I would have lit into you, but nah, bro. Like,
but you know, Rock said something. Rock said something that got me thinking. Like he said, the look. That is so goddamn important to have a look as a heel, because anybody can just be a heel, but you got to look like you got to look the part, even though you may suck as a heel. I remember, as Rock was saying, this is probably way before your time, but Zeus, I mean, he came in there with Macho Man. He was Macho Man's tag team partner. he looked like a badass dude. Like he looked fucking intimidating, but he was garbage as a wrestler. If you go back and look at Macho Man and Deuce, I said Deuce, Zeus, Deuce, and Macho Man and Zeus versus who was that? Hogan and Beefcake, was it?
Yeah, it was Hogan and Beefcake because yeah,
it was Hogan and Beefcake. Yeah, that it was that blue steel cage.
Yeah,
match. That joint was so trash, but Zeus was so intimidating. He was jacked. But you watch that match, it was just hammerlock, boom in the back, clothesline. That was it. That's all he did. But he looked like somebody that'll just just break you in half, bro.
They brought him in to promote No Holds Barred.
No Holds Barred. That movie was sucked. But boy, you talking about, oh man, the dude looked intimidating. And that's when, that brought to mind what Rock said about looking the part. Can y'all name anybody that looked like intimidated, looked like a fucking heel from hell, but was just trash?
Oh no. Oh damn.
Oh, was trash? Oh, I was like, I had a quick answer for you.
That's what I'm saying.
Dominic Mysterio, maybe.
Oh, damn.
Don't do my boy Dom like that. Dom can wrestle.
Dom, all right. He all right.
Who's
Omos and the Great Khali for sure.
The Great
Omos.
Khali was trash.
Khali was vicious. He made me cry as a kid.
Yeah.
What he did to Rey Mysterio, I will never forgive. But I ended up liking him in the end.
Yeah.
That Punjabi prison match was some garbage,
Jesus.
I never thought about making
Oh my God.
But if we're talking about heels, if we're talking about heels, hosts
that were that was looked apart,
wasn't garbage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those two are the only two I know that looked apart, but were total garbage. And probably what? I mean, you can't say Hiding, right? Because what?
Hiding was all right.
He turned into
I got one for
baby.
You said who?
Yeah, he turned into a baby. Hiding.
Yeah, Hiding.
Remember Hiding?
I got one.
Michael Cole
was scared to get in that casket, yo. He literally scared.
Yeah, Michael Cole shook too.
Somebody who looked like a heel, but couldn't wrestle to save their lives.
Thank you.
For me, I think about Eva Marie.
Yes.
Eva Marie had the character and the look to be a really great heel, but my lord, she could not wrestle to save her damn
Totally
life.
Sucked.
Sweet mother God.
Wardrobe malfunctions to get out of
I was ready to say that, Rob. Wardrobe malfunctions.
Word.
Then, I broke my nail, and just get out the ring. Could have been a manager for all that.
And she failed at that. So,
speaking while we on females, give me a good heel female.
Honestly.
All at once, or young?
It don't matter.
All at once.
I don't know if y'all remember. Philly G might, and I know T-Rod might. Yo, when TNA was really trying to find themselves, the underrated part of their promotion was their women's division.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a good heel? Awesome Kong was a really good freaking heel.
Yeah, Awesome Kong was.
Awesome Kong was
destroying them women in it.
Mama was.
She was more like to me, she's more like a like Lesnar. This is an ass kicker. Like I didn't. You don't see her doing
she wasn't a tweener
she wasn't. She was a tweener, but she was. Goddamn, boy, she was dominant
on her shit.
Oh boy, she was dominant.
She could have worked this karma, bro. She could have worked this karma.
But I would say female heel, like her whole character was heel. Like she never went to fan favorite or wasn't a tweener. She was just naturally known as a heel.
I mean, she can go fan. She can go fan, but just a great
wholesome
heel as a female.
Like people loved her though. Like she was a lovable heel. It was hard to go against Awesome Kong. I mean, well, back then it was not that hard. It was very easy to hate her.
I would have to say. Damn it. She was in Right to Censor.
Ivy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ivy's good.
Right.
I'll have to say her or let me see who else. Probably Bull McConnell.
Holy hell.
The Japanese lady.
Yeah.
That was a heel.
Hey, I'm gonna squeeze in there and say Sensational Sherry, man.
Absolutely.
Sherry.
You absolutely right. I was too young to watch Sensational Sherry wrestle, but her being a manager, that's what I've always known her as, a heel manager.
Oh yeah. She been around the world, man. I mean, she was Sensational Queen. She was with Shawn Michaels. She was with Ted DiBiase. Hell, she was with Harlem Heat. You know, she was with Harlem Heat. You know what I'm saying?
When Booker had that infamous
she was on the original Sexy Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, Hogan, we coming for you.
Word.
And she sat there and laughed like, yo, you really said that.
Right.
Harlem Heat. She was manager for Harlem Heat.
Yeah. But you know what, though? Right now, to this day, and I know you guys may have an opinion, but I really think that Charlotte Flair is a good heel.
I was going to say Charlotte. I was going to say
really
Charlotte Flair host, but I thought it was too cliche to go with Charlotte.
Yeah. She's really good.
It seemed cliche,
Rock. It is Flair, Charlotte Flair.
It really is Flair.
Heel. Yeah,
you know,
she's
like a daddy.
She's not the GOAT to me.
No.
When I think about heel female, specifically in WWE, she's not one of the people I think of because she doesn't do too much of the villainous activities. If I think of a heel in terms of females from WWE, I'm thinking about 06 Lita. Lita in 06 was doing some dastardly stuff. She was helping Edge cheat to win. You know, her involvement in the match with Mick Foley at Mania.
She was.
You know, the Matt Hardy storyline and all that. You know, that's what I think of before I think.
I could knock it, but I could knock it out of the park even more. Stephanie McMahon Helmsley.
Yeah, you can go there too.
He said Helmsley.
That's true.
Yeah,
boy.
She was a women's champ and didn't do jack.
She was a menace. She was a menace on the mic.
You can go there.
Yeah, cut you up on the mic.
But when she got RKO'd.
Oh yeah.
Well, when Randy kissed her while Triple H was handcuffed.
Oh
man,
that was a good story. Triple H came to his house and beat him up. That was good.
Which was worse, making him watch him RKO her, or him kicking John Cena's father's head off right in front of him?
Smacking John Cena's father in the face, didn't he?
He smacked shit out of him.
He beat the hell out of his dad.
He smacked John Cena's father. Yeah.
I would probably say making Triple H watch. Because I had seen Edge slap Mr. Cena before, so I already seen that happen. But
and he ended up slapping
the situation with Randy, Triple H, and Stephanie. That was so believable because even if you don't know wrestling, even if you're not a wrestling fan, you as a man or you as somebody who has a significant other, if you see somebody attacking your significant other and you're physically helpless to do anything about it, we can all relate to that. Like, who wouldn't get fired up at that?
That's true. That's bad. Yeah, like Philly G said earlier, you know, with the Randy Orton thing, like Randy Orton was a son of a bitch. Like he the dude that'll take it to another level, bro. Yeah, he would take it to another level. He would
start hearing voices.
Have you seen the docuseries? Or not docuseries? I guess you call it docuseries. But anyway, have you ever seen the episode of Evil with him on it?
Yeah, man. That was a very
I've seen that show before. I've seen
him getting pumped up for matches is just Evil. Heel itself.
It's on Peacock, I believe.
Like him just sitting there, like, you know, the veins popping out of his head. I was staring at the TV for a good 5 minutes, and I'm like, bro, like, what's up with this man? Like, he was just like, and I'm like, bro, what's up with you? Like, he was born to be a heel, bro.
Yeah.
He's a natural.
It was in his blood though for Randy Orton.
Randy Orton to me was the guy that made being a heel extra cool, even though he was cuckoo crazy. He just went like, I don't know, man. Like Philly G said, the 09 Randy when he shaved his head.
Oh my god!
It goes back to what Rock said about the look. That dude had, and how the commentating. That's why Michael Cole is just great. Because he said, look at the eyes of the viper. And his eyes, and when he say it, our imaginations look at him like a fucking viper because
that's true.
Yeah,
Michael Cole was the first one to call him the
viper.
apex predator.
That's it.
Like that.
So when you look at him and he come down and I hear in the voices in that theme and it just slow and methodical and he just come down and
sadistic,
when he went from legend killer to apex predator.
Yeah,
I think that's when we were seeing. All right, Randy Orton is going to be
the I Quit match against Cena.
A legend.
That was
breaking point. Yeah,
breaking point. That's it, Mark. That's it, Mark.
Because all that stuff that he did, all that stuff
he lost the match
before that.
He lost the match.
People remember when he did the John Cena over him in the match, though.
His facial expressions, bro, was just off the chain, bro.
And he beat him in Hell in the Cell. He choked him out in the Hell in the Cell.
Yeah,
even though I think he was turning. Oh, good.
That last man standing match that he had with Cena at Bragging Rights.
Was
dope. But were Randy even more vicious, even more sadistic than the Viper, like 09 Randy? The shit that he did to Jeff Hardy during the build up to their Hell in the Cell match had me cringing, bro. Yes, I was cringing. I'm a whole grown man and I'm cringing, yo.
Yeah, Randy Orton took it to a level, bro.
Yeah,
can you imagine if we get one more run of that type of Orton before he leaves?
I think a lot of that though was personal though. I think a lot of what Randy Orton was doing to Jeff Hardy was kind of personal because Jeff Hardy was at that time where he wasn't caring about nothing. If you, I don't know if y'all seen the Smoke and Skull session.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Stone Cold, but he was at a pretty rough time in his life around that time, and people were scared to work with him. So a lot of what Randy Orton was doing was letting him know.
TNA with Sting.
You better
putting my body.
Yeah, because what he did with Sting.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He pissed me off, man. I
think Randy Orton was letting him know I'm putting myself in your hands here.
Yeah.
Trusting you.
Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember it was a tag match? This is recently, a few years ago, and it was Angel Garza, and he pulled Randy. I think we was in the Thunderdome, and because the audio was just massive, and he said Randy Orton pulled Garza out. He said, "Garza, get out here!" And he talked to him. He told him in his face, like, "You better get it together." Like he was just like getting on him. I was like, "Damn, you never seen that in a match." That's what I'm saying. Randy Orton, before it's all. I mean, of course he's a Hall of Famer, man. But the work he's done as a heel, I can't even see him as a babyface. I mean, I know he in his last years of his career, but
he's a face.
Hell,
I mean,
the dude, man, and how he sets up that RKO, man. How he sets up and he just do this here. He just got them and he just cut that.
That's demonic. But I'll do you one better, ho.
Yes, sir.
Remember when he could do the pump kick? People forget how he used to set up that pump kick in the corner.
Yeah.
And he would look he would look Satan-like, or Apex-like, I should say. Like he was possessed. Like he had to do it. If he didn't do it wouldn't fulfill his you know, his goal or whatever. He had to do it.
He had to do it. He had to do it, man. That's what I'm saying. I've always been a baby face, but I came up in the NWA times where
talk about
I know, right? Magnum TA was
yeah.
I was about to say
Mark, no, man.
Mark
is a wrestling historian because Mark, man,
I can't claim that yet. I can't claim
you get there. You get there, bro, because you were hitting on some stuff. But I came up when Magnum TA and it was Magnum T. Well, first it was Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes was like, yo, Dusty Rhodes kissed babies. Like Dusty Rhodes can do no wrong. But I remember, man, on Saturday nights, man, holy hell, my aunt Kitty, she passed away. God bless her soul, man. She put me on the wrestling, man. We used to watch wrestling on Saturday night, and I used to be like, they be beating up Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes get beat up by the Horsemen every week. that group was so heel, man, and the greatest of all time, Ric Flair, man. I mean, holy hell, them dudes, they beat Dusty up every single week. And I'm like, hey, Kenny, somebody gonna come out here and help Dusty? Hey,
they don't know.
Well,
I don't think people know like the extent of what Host is saying.
Yeah.
The Four Horsemen were so big and so good as heels.
Yeah.
Quite literally, and Host remembers this story. 1981? Sometime in the 80s in the Omni in Atlanta, there was a steel cage match and the Horsemen jumped the beloved Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
And the crowd was so fired up, they literally started to riot in the arena and surrounded the cage.
Yeah.
And Arn Anderson has said on record he feared for his life.
He feared for his life. Only
that man did his job that good.
Yeah, it was that good, bro. As a kid, man, Dusty was so good. That's why I look at Cody. I'm like, Cody definitely was in his footsteps. But Dusty was to me, just my opinion, backing in. Dusty was the biggest baby face in the Junkyard Dog. Those two dudes was the biggest baby faces because when Dusty come in, but Dusty had Florida. You seen Florida in Georgia Championship Wrestling all day on Saturday, but Junkyard Dog, I don't know why we jumping to baby faces, but Junkyard Dog, well, I'm telling you, man, you love the dude because you couldn't wait till after his match. He always bring the kids in there and they do the little Billy White Shoe dance or whatever, man. It was just awesome. But to go back to heels, man, I used to be crying, man. I'm like, oh my God, somebody come out here and help Dusty. Nobody.
I was gonna answer Mark's question.
My uncle, you grew up watching NWA around the same time. My uncle, they used to tell me about that, and then on top of that, when I moved to Greensboro, my sister-in-law and them used to tell me about that because it was in their backyard.
Yeah, you see it, man. And as a kid, I didn't know what the hell was going on. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, wait a minute, we having the Crockett Cup. I'm like, wait a minute, we supposed to be having the Crockett Cup, but here come Horsemen. I hated them, man. I hate them because they always interfere. If it's Barry Windham and Nikita Koloff, here it is, good match. Here they come, beating up Barry Windham. I said, God dang, somebody do something. Help! Like, but I was so invested in the pro wrestling back then, and that's what made heels. Heels back then, they didn't sign no autographs. They ain't take no pictures. They ain't do none of that shit. They ain't even associated with the baby faces. It was the kayfabe was real.
Wasn't no kayfabe.
There wasn't no
Cowboy Bill Watts would legit fire you if you couldn't prove, like if you got into a fight outside of wrestling and you lost.
Yeah. So now we back at we jumped into NWA. Now let's jump back into the modern time of WWE. So I'm gonna go back to Philly G. Who do you think, Philly G, was the most effective heel coming from babyface to heel? The most effective. I got one in mind right now.
I think it's backwards for me. But if I'm really thinking about it, I don't know if it still counts. Razor Ramon.
Razor.
Like, the look. Going back to what Rock said, the look.
Yeah, the Rock killed it with the look. That fucking look.
He looked cool.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. In that, you know, of course, after that, I would say Randy. Or probably NWO, then Randy. And Rick is on that list too, but I'll say Razor out of all of them. Razor was the guy.
Ramon, the Chico, and the toothpick in the face.
And real quick, Mark, to answer your question, I'm not going to go into detail, but the one heel turn that broke my heart, Ciampa and freaking Gargano.
Ooh, Tommaso Ciampa.
That broke my heart.
Good. Yeah.
But I will go on to say it made me love Ciampa even more because we would have never got the black card if it didn't happen.
Word. Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa.
Especially with matches with Velveteen Dream. So, but
Tommaso, that was badass. That was badass.
Oh, yeah. But Razor Ramon is definitely mine.
Okay. That's a good pick, Philly G. That's a damn good pick. Because the crowd turned him babyface. Because he just, like, go back to what Rock said, he just looked cool.
He just looked so cool that it was like you would boo him when he came out, but then you're cheering him like, why am I cheering this man? Just, just turn me.
Razor Ramon. And the 1, 2, 3 Que chico. He always said,
the theme song was too cool, man.
Oh,
you
yeah.
hear that?
Yeah, he go.
Give me the blue beanie.
You gotta have more energy to it.
That raised his edge, but he was gone. Didn't get up.
Man.
And they still use today because Damian Priest used that move.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. Sheamus used it. He used to use it. I don't see him use it no more. Sheamus. Yeah.
The Celtic Cross is what he calls that thing.
So Mark, Chico, Mark, give me the biggest baby face to go heel.
Is this gonna be any era?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whatever you think. So everything you gonna say, everything I'll say is gonna be right anyway.
There is a very obvious piece of low hanging fruit, but I feel like going old school.
Go.
People don't realize before he became one of the biggest heels and bad guys in wrestling history, he was built up as a babyface. And in our backyard host in Greensboro, North Carolina, he defeated the legendary Harley Race to win the NWA's World Heavyweight Championship. But he went into that match as a babyface. The crowd loved him. And if you don't know who I'm talking about the 16-time world champion, 2-time Hall of Famer, the man who was synonymous with that belt on Philly G's shoulder, the great Ric Flair.
The great Ric
Flair. Ric Flair literally was a super over babyface, and then in the 80s just became one of the greatest wrestling heels of all time. So I would go with Ric Flair.
Word. So Rick, you can't go wrong with that, bro. You can't go wrong with Ric Flair. Rockstar Rock.
All right, I've actually been thinking about this question, so I got a multiple guys here. Not just gonna give you one. So my first one will be Roman Reigns, being a babyface. Can't have the tribal chief in the island of relevancy without him becoming that heel turn and being with Paul Heyman, the wise man. We got the bloodline still going. I'm gonna go. Next one would be Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Hollywood
Hogan. My third one will be I have to say Drew McIntyre, because Drew McIntyre won the world title as a babyface, didn't get to celebrate with fans. He's turned into this ultimate heel at the right time, and you see where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's gonna win the belt in his hometown, but you know that I'm not going to say no spoilers. WWE they literally giving us away what we about to know is going to happen at the Castle, you know, at pay-per-view. But and my fourth guy will be Edge, and then I will say number 5 will be Jey Uso. Main event Jey Uso wouldn't be yeeting if he didn't have to become a heel in the bloodline. So as you see, I got 2 bloodline members in there that became they were baby faces, but once they became heel, they had the biggest impact of being a heel that got their stock rising. People want Roman Reigns back. People yeeting. Can't have that if they didn't have an effective heel turn.
You remember when the Usos went heel during the SmackDown Live era? They went from like the babyface Samoan champ for the matches to
the welcome to the Uso Penitentiary.
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
But I'm saying, him being by himself, he had to be a heel in order for this yeet movement to be as effective as it was.
True.
Roman Reigns had to give him that push of him being a heel in order for him to be able to know the ins and outs of how to put on a good match, how to have a crowd on his side. Because think about it now, if Jey Uso would turn heel, he would devastate millions of fans right now.
Right now, yeah. That's why John Cena, it wasn't meant for John Cena.
Man, we were so close to getting a heel Cena, and as a diehard Cena fan, I wanted it so bad.
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked. It would have been just like Stone Cold Steve Austin when that whole alliance thing. It wouldn't.
I ain't gonna lie though. Austin in the alliance. That shit was
Austin
must see TV.
Yeah, he was funny as hell. Like when he whooped ass, you're gonna learn some respect from Stone Cold.
When he used to talk when the crowd, he was like, Stone Cold had 5 beers, what? 6 nachos, what? Another beer, what? Cheese, what?
And a beer. And another beer. And another beer. And another.
I said Stone Cold.
And another. And a
he was like, I said Stone Cold.
He was more vicious.
What?
Austin in the alliance was more vicious as a heel than ever, yo. He kept. I know y'all seen that match with him and Kurt Angle, yo. He kept slamming Kurt Angle head up against that pole, yo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And he kept going too, but he was every time he slammed it, he was just.
Hey, yeah.
But
him in the power trip, man. Triple
check
H,
this out though. It's 2 guys. Rock said one. Hollywood Hogan, of course. Hogan, biggest baby face. Red and yellow. Yeah. He goes and he changes professional wrestling. He goes to WCW at Bash at the Beach. Nobody expect this coming. Everybody see Hulk, the hero, coming down. The outsiders beating up Macho Man. Nobody sees this. This is the greatest heel turn ever. And he comes down and he leg drops his former friend. And the New World Order was born. Hulk Hogan is the greatest. That is the greatest heel change I've seen in pro wrestling ever. I did not see it coming. I did not see it. It was just a thing of beauty. And Hollywood Hogan, that thing skyrocketed like no other, bro. It had a good run. Even though Hogan, everybody know Hogan, how he was behind the scenes or whatever, but he come out with the guitar, and I'm like, you never seen Hogan like this. You never seen him like that, man. But he was great. But another one that stuck out to me in modern time, and I know y'all gonna agree with this, The Rock, Hollywood Rock. Take my money, bro. He was just hilarious. Was it 2003? That 2003 Rock, Hollywood Rock, when he went against Stone Cold. I don't know if you guys remember the little segment we had with the Hurricane and Hurricane behind his rocker. That shit was funny. So yeah, Hollywood Rock with playing the guitar and all that, man. Hollywood Rock was really good. He's at Sacramento, don't boo the cops, they're your cops. It was great, man. The Rock for to sing a song. You had to love him, man. Like Rock was doing great heel.
I hope y'all get it. I hope y'all get it.
What you got, Philly G?
It's all in his wrist. I hope you got it.
Oh damn. I got you on that one. The Rock gonna sing a song tonight. Oh man, that was great. That was great, man. Now, fellas, this is the biggest question I'm gonna ask y'all before we get out of here. This is the biggest question. Philly G. Mm-hmm. Who do you think is the greatest heel? I'm talking about greatest heel that you've seen personally in all your years of wrestling. Who is the greatest heel of all time to you?
I've seen a lot, and there have been a lot that I've come around to like. But I think Mark knows where I'm going with this one, because this was one person in the world that has been a heel, and I can't stand him. I like who he is outside.
Who, Mark?
His name is... that's the difference. I love my best friend-in-law. I don't just like him. I love my brother. Well, I'm just saying, his real name is Joe. I'm pretty sure y'all know who I'm talking about.
Joe?
The world knows him as Roman Reigns.
Oh.
He is the greatest heel. And I can honestly say, when he comes back, I don't care if he's babyface. I hate that mug. I will hate him to the end of time. This man, listen, I'm not gonna take nothing away from him though. He's probably the greatest wrestler of all time too. I hate to go that far, but greatest heel goes to Roman because of what he's done. The look, the promos, the matches. Whenever we get to see him, but the matches that he's had, man, he's iconic. You know, and his accolades speak for themselves. I wish him nothing but the best moving forward, and I hope that this isn't the last of him. But he's the greatest heel of all time, host, because of those things, man.
Roman Reigns is doing phenomenal work.
He's killed it.
Yeah.
With all due respect to Hulk Hogan and Razor Ramon and the 09 Randy and we'll throw Lita in there too, who we named.
Well, carrying those titles really elevated him more.
And I'll tell you one, if he was just a heel host, honestly, without those titles, I don't think it would have meant really anything.
Yeah, true.
Him taking those titles and holding it for 4 years, ending it in Philadelphia, cinematic.
Yeah,
crazy.
For him, that's what made it special for Cody when he won it, because it's like, oh, finally, goddamn. But I'm gonna not touch that Cody subject.
It'll be a hard act to follow. I'll tell you that.
Holy moly, boy, when they dropped the ball with that. But anyway, Mark, the dastardly heel. You're the Riddle Sports heel. So the heel that you are, in your eyes, that you've seen, you've been watching professional wrestling for a very long time, brother. Who do you think is the greatest heel of all time besides yourself?
This is like honestly one of the toughest questions I've ever been asked. I don't know if I can nail down like one particular person, to keep it real with you.
Okay.
Because there's different aspects about each heel that I like. But if I'm taking somebody overall, damn. That's so freaking tough, man. Oh man, I'm really stumped because before I
Mark lost for words. The heel is lost for words.
Right.
I mean, I'm like Lamar Jackson when there's a big money game on the line, but I'm stuck. I don't know what to do.
Damn.
Crap. It's like, I have to answer it in two parts, to be real with you, because it's like my kid wrestling fan before I smartened up to the business, as the old folks used to say. My answer would be Edge, because Edge was always a thorn in the side to a lot of my favorite baby faces growing up, and Edge was really good in the ring and that ultimate opportunist, like when he had Money in the Bank and he cashed in on Cena, and then especially when he cashed in on when he cashed in on Undertaker. After
look how he cheated though. He waited outside that battle royal. That was heelish. That was heelish.
So before I smartened up, it would have been Edge, but knowing the full scope of professional wrestling like I do, I would probably have to say Triple H, just because Triple H could play every single type of bad guy you need. The intimidator, the one who cheats, the cowardly, the one who exploits stuff. Yeah, I would say overall, I'd probably have to go with Triple H, just because he can be a bad guy in so many different ways.
Triple H was great. Triple H was a manipulator, but he was an ass kicker at the same time.
It's all about the game and how you play it, baby.
Yeah, that's it. I agree. I agree with you with Triple H. None of these are wrong, because all these are great. Both of these are great so far. Rockstar Rock, who you got?
Well, I got once again, I'm not gonna get tongue tied like Mark. I'm gonna get straight to it. I got three guys, maybe more, but
you don't have one.
My top three.
Oh, you got three. Okay.
Yeah, biggest heels. Because I've been watching wrestling for a long time, so there's been some guys that really take that title.
Okay.
So number one, I will have to go with now heels mean wrestlers or managers as well.
It don't matter. Whatever. It's your opinion.
So my number one guy would be Bobby Heenan. Ooh. Biggest heel of all time. Ooh. This man constructed a group to take Bobby Heenan and Paul Heyman will be my number one because them guys constructed a faction to actually take out the top baby faces in the industry during that time. The Dangerous Alliance, you had Bobby, the Heenan family was going after Hogan, the Dangerous Alliance taking out Sting and those guys back then, the young Dustin Rhodes and whatnot. So those are my two first.
Those good
two guys. Number one, two guys at that. Number two, I would have to go Ric Flair. You got to go Ric Flair. He changed the game, as far as with being a heel. Number three, I would have to go with either Kurt Angle because he actually made a chant out of his song for "You Suck," and it's still, even though when he's a fan favorite, they still chanted "You Suck."
Kurt Angle was a menace, bro.
So,
TNA, yeah, he was that Main Event Mafia.
Yeah,
that shit was hot. I got you.
Yeah.
And my number three guy would have to be I would have to go with the host, but it's not Hollywood Rock. It would be the Corporate Rock.
Corporate Rock.
We wouldn't have the catchphrases. Don't sing along with the champ. Bells will be ringing against Mankind.
SmackDown, the Jabroni, the SmackDown Hotel, and
yes, we wouldn't got all of those.
That's very true.
The devastating chair shots to Mick Foley, Mankind at Royal Rumble in that I Quit match. That
he beat the shit out
Corporate Rock was the man. You know what I'm saying? So
Corporate Rock was a boy.
Those are my three. Those are my three biggest because they all changed the spectacle of wrestling. With managers, we wouldn't have great heel managers that we have today if it wasn't for Bobby Heenan and Paul Heyman. Ric Flair, we wouldn't have the great heels, the technicians as Triple H's and Shawn Michaels of the world.
Yeah, that Flair Dusty thing was fucking God.
Flair, man.
Quintessential. The Corporate Rock wouldn't be in Hollywood if it wasn't for his crossover character. So
absolutely, man, absolutely. That Corporate Rock was just the Rudy Poo.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
all of that came from him being Corporate Rock and in the nation.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Nation days and whatnot. So,
that's the one. What's your name? The word it doesn't matter what your name is.
What you think?
Yeah. Oh damn.
Those my three.
Okay. So my number one out of all is gonna be Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Because you've got no chance.
He'll on and off the camera.
Yeah, bro. Vince McMahon.
I was trying to get us kicked off.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
We about to get banned from YouTube, yo.
Got suckered in. My bad.
Sorry, folks. This might be our last night on.
That might be the last one, bro.
Well, yeah.
I know, right? Might well say what I need to say.
Going out with a bang tonight.
You know what happens when you take us off? Do you? Do you know what happens?
He's speaking on behalf of himself. I have nothing to do with this. I'm innocent.
You know what happens, YouTube?
If we're going, you're going too.
You know what happens, YouTube, when you want to take us off the air like that? Do you want to know? You want to know what happens? YouTube.
You just made the list.
Well, Vince McMahon, bro. Vince McMahon and Stone Cold was just awesome, man. Raw is war. Man, I just remember watching it, man, and like we used to go to school and just talk about it. Like, oh, you see Raw? We see Raw? Yeah. So you couldn't wait. I hated when it went off. So I remember Sunday night. I mean, Mondays we in school, man. It's like, hey, man, we gotta get home, man. Monday Night Raw, but come on, you know what I'm saying? Do what you had to do, man. Go see your girl, this and that, whatever. But 8:00, I'm watching somebody's TV and I'm watching Raw is War, man. And those classic feuds with Vince McMahon and Stone Cold was just, that's what, got them over against WCW, because we all know that WCW was killing them. And until Vince decided to get his head out of his ass and start, going a different route. But Vince, to me, was the greatest heel because he was entertaining. Do you remember the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club?
Please don't.
You got all the members.
What guy come up with that? Vince, and I know he's going through situations right now, but the guy was entertaining, bro. Vince McMahon was just entertaining. Everything he did was just entertaining. Look at the Black Saturday, what he did back in the day. That's heel. He took all those guys' territories to the point they was plotting to kill him.
Quite literally.
Yeah, that's heel, bro. He dominated. He came in and straight dominated and taking wrestlers here, taking wrestlers, top guys, and bringing them over. He was the real $1 Million Man. That's where that persona came from.
This is your territory? Oh, it's not mine.
Yeah,
it's mine now.
He's coming taking people's territories, bro. Vince McMahon to me is the greatest heel. You remember when he did who was the greatest super WWE superstar of all time, and he named himself, and that's when he got like rock bottom and choke slammed and stunned all at the same time. Yeah, but Vince, man, Vince to me was the greatest. Like he made people kiss his ass. He had the Stooges of Patterson and Gerald Briscoe. Word. Word. He had the corporate ministry. He had the ministry, the regular corporate. He had boss man, head of security. Like from 90 after he became an announcer, which was like 97, the end of 97, to when he started becoming Mr. McMahon, that was created. People say by Bret the Hitman Hart, and the 97 Survivor Series. Heel, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Vince McMahon is a heel. To me, he's the greatest.
That was a hell of a year, man.
What, 97?
Okay.
With
say that? Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was y'all year one. Y'all was born in 97. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't want to break kayfabe. I know.
That's all y'all getting. 1997.
97 was the year.
10 years older than y'all, man. Damn, yo.
97 was the year of Bret Hart.
I was born in 88. Y'all born in 97. I'm almost 10 years older than y'all.
Vince like Thanos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Entertaining the shit.
Territory was on this.
That's brass ring. Damn it, kiss my ass. Vince is off the chain, man. But
WCW was supposed to be the Avengers, but that was no
WCW, bro. Vince was so good. He bought WCW behind the scene and brought it forefront in front of the TV.
It was Infinity War, but there was no anything.
Hell no. He had WCW superstars shook because they didn't know what they was gonna do. Even Tony Schiavone was like, "Oh, I got a mortgage." Like, I mean, Vince was that dude, man. To me, Vince was that dude.
Hallelujah.
Mark, I agree. Exactly. I agree with Mark though. Triple H was very. He was a
Cerebral was that?
The Cerebral, the world heavyweight champion. When Bischoff gave him the belt, Reign of Terror, bro.
He should not have beat Booker T at Mania, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Philly G, when Shawn Michaels threw Marty Jannetty face in the mirror, that was one moment.
That was.
Yeah.
When Triple H turned on X-Pac, that was the moment. But when he turned, I told people he was going to be the next world champion, though. I told people, I was like, once he left DX, I was like, he's going to be the next world champion. People,
and boy, he was. Immediately.
Everything.
Andre, when he ripped Hogan's necklace off.
Yeah.
He went from babyface. He went from babyface to heel.
Yeah, he ripped it off. Who's his manager?
Yeah.
Bobby the Brain.
Bobby Heenan, man. Bobby Heenan, great.
Made that man say, "Hey, man, you glorifying this dude." He was like, "You can beat him." That's what Bobby Heenan was telling him. You glorifying Hogan. Don't you want this title?
Hey, Jake Roberts. Jake Roberts was a great heel.
Snake.
Yeah,
pull out that snake on your ass, boy.
Can you trust me? Can you trust me?
He did with Macho Man, yo.
That was savage.
That was
no pun intended.
That took WWE over. That took WWF over at the time. WWE at a different level.
Exactly. You got. I mean, oh boy, you had to love it, man. Harley Race was a heel, man. Like those guys.
They don't know about Harley.
Ravish and Rick Rude.
Mark, I watched Harley Race's promos. Honestly, bro, he was way ahead of his time.
He was a man's man, bro.
He would just sound so calm about what he gonna do.
Vader. Yeah, Vader. He's a man, bro.
That's why I say Vader.
Yeah. Who's the man? Who's the man? Come on,
That the little elephant mask right now.
Mastodon, bro.
Yo, my uncle used to love some Vader back in WCW.
What you talking about? Me too, bro. TBS used to do. I used to love when Clash of the Champions come on.
Yeah,
Clash of the Champions it come on for free. It come on for free on TBS. Yo, Vader come out there. Who's the man? Come out there.
I'm trying to tell you, when he power bombed the shit out of Sting, yo, he killed that man. Bro.
Vader, man. Vader was.
When I think of Vader, the theme song that comes to mind, Mark, you gotta say it with me, bro. It's time.
It's Vader time.
Gorilla Monsoon.
Shawn Michaels ain't want to put that man over, yo.
I didn't want to put him over. Vince didn't want to put him over either. He got a Vince here. Vader should have been world champ, man. That would have been cool to see. Vader. God bless you.
That Vader bomb was something serious. Talking about finishing moves.
Greatest big man of all time, man. Greatest big man to me.
Yeah, I think they dropped the ball there because it wasn't believable.
No disrespect to Yokozuna. Don't forget Yokozuna.
No.
They let Sting what best big man athletically
Vader was doing moonsaults, bro. In Japan.
I say him, Bam.
Bro. Earthquake and Terry Gordy got something to say about that.
Him, Bam, maybe Balls Mahoney.
Yeah,
Bam got something to say.
Truth, bro.
Balls Mahoney as well. I don't know if y'all seen Balls Mahoney, but Balls Mahoney was a big dude that used to he was agile.
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
Right.
Dijak is another one.
That Dijak series off the chain.
With the eyeball Dijak.
Yeah.
What was it? The 7 series match or whatever?
Yeah, that was off the chain.
Balls
Mahoney used to balls. Oh,
man. Balls Mahoney and Axel Ryan, yo. Them dudes was
Axel Ryan, yeah. What a dude.
One last one real quick, host. I'm gonna go ahead and say Bronson Reed right now.
Bronson Reed.
And I always love Bronson Reed.
Yeah. That's respectable. Bronson, him and Otis had a good match.
I think y'all know what moment I'm talking about, though. What made me really fall in love with him was he had Candice LeRae around his neck, and she thought,
I know exactly where you're going. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Top and Splash, Gargano.
When he went against Johnny Gargano. Yeah, that shit was badass. That shit was badass. That shit was bad. I think I talked about that not too long ago. I think I was talking to Mark about it. When he did that splash, I was like, oh, but how he elevated I said, God damn, like he was up there for a minute.
Man, he got his theme music job rock though. I be playing that joint.
I like his video. I like his video. When he walking through the scene.
Titantron video.
Word. I like that, yo. Bronson
was colossal.
Future.
His music tough though. I be listening to that joint on the video.
When he was colossal, people forget. When he was colossal, bro. When he was colossal, Bronson Reed in NXT, he was something different. Everybody was.
Now he's big. Bronson Reed,
big Bronson. But I love that tsunami though. I don't know if y'all peeked it, but he looked like he's swimming through the air when he does it.
Yeah, he do it different now. He hits you quick. Instead of just gliding off.
Yeah.
He hit your ass
Like,
quick with it.
because when you see him do this, he's
Like
actually doing this. Like
two-step drop off the top.
Two-step drop. Two-step drop. Yeah, he lands on. He breaks your goddamn sides.
He's gonna be your next. He's gonna be your next Intercontinental champion.
You better hold your breath when
you
better hold your breath. Like Nia, what she did to Valkyrie and
Queen, yo, that was so realistic.
Oh yeah, Nia Jackson, that was wild. That was wild, bro. Wow,
imagine doing that and saying sorry to your opponent.
Her cousin Yoko in the women's division, baby Yokozuna over there.
When we was at Raw at Braun Strowman, when he threw Carlito in that wall.
Oh my god, bro!
That shit had everything shake. You can feel it. I'm looking at Braun Strowman like, God damn, this dude is like huge. Like he had to look up at like, yo, this dude's huge, yo. When
he started running, bro.
That was straight real, bro. He threw him in that wall.
Hey, Ho, real quick, I know we gotta go, but real quick, do y'all remember Braun Strowman with "I'm not finished with you"? Remember that? Y'all remember that, Strowman?
I do remember that. He always chases somebody in the back.
Remember that man Braun Strowman almost killed Sami Zayn, yo, for 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, the breaks off.
Or that time when he threw a commentator chair at Roman.
hey, he used to fuck Roman Reigns up, yo, every week.
That was one of the biggest fumble bags.
He was getting Roman every week.
Man, though, he
ran through a table, through a wall, through a ambulance,
barricade.
He's getting that boy every week, yo.
Every week, bro. Good Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for today. As always, we want to thank you guys for watching another episode of Talk to Us. Please, not me. These guys, give these guys a big thumbs up, man. Give them a big thumbs up. If you love the show and you really like us and dig us, man, hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell for all notifications. Hey, man, it's only right. Well, first of all, shout out to Brando Jeter. Shout out to you. I told you I was going to give you a shout out, man. Shout out to Brando Jeter, man. He's a pro wrestler. He will be on the show very soon, man. Got you, bro. Got you. But it's only right to end the show with the birthday guy, Rockstar Rock.
Oh, yeah. Well, my birthday was on Tuesday. I do appreciate the love and support.
Yeah, man.
Appreciation. And real to sports. Peace, love. And y'all have a good night.
Yes, sir. And before you go,
Get some man! The Rock is cooking.
Yes, sir, man. Again, happy birthday to Rockstar Rock, man. No doubt. Happy birthday to Rockstar Rock. For sure, man. My bad. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen,
it's coming. My man Porzingis coming off the bench tonight, so we ain't gonna mess up that rotation.
There you go.
Off that bench.
Going down, baby. NBA Finals, baby. Let's go. But next talk to him, which will be hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have my notes. I'm going off June 20th. Now that talk to him is on. Now what I'm gonna bring is trivia. I'm going to bring trivia to talk to him. And we will have a Gold Rush tournament to determine a brand new, very first Real Sports Wrestling Trivia champion. Ooh. And guess what? We will have a trivia showdown. First round, it will be Philly G. He will be taking on Young Mark. Ooh, it's going to be Mark. It's going to be Philly G in the tournament. The winner goes on to face Rockstar Rock. Oh, the plot is thickens. The plot thickens. One of these men is going to be the brand new Real to Sports wrestling trivia champion. So you guys come on back. We will be back June 20th for more Talk to Him Wrestling. We're going to start trivia that night. It's going to be Mark versus Philly G. As Bart Starr said, can't wait. We're going to get out of here, though. Say happy late birthday. No doubt, man. But we're going to get on out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, thank you guys for watching again, man. Hey, man, we talked about heels tonight. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn on that little bell for all notifications. Until then, you guys know the saying. On behalf of myself, I'm just the guy that hit the buttons. Young Mark, Rockstar Rock, and Philadelphia's favorite son, Philly G. Everybody, please, around the world, be safe and stay safe. Why? And that's in order.